Hey, welcome back to the Gunpla Network. I'm Murdoch, and just in time for spring, we're looking at my favorite Watership Down-inspired bunny line. But first, big shout out to our sponsor, Canadian Gundam. Looking for that next kit or tool to complete your collection? Canadian Gundam's got you covered. With a vast selection of Gunpla, Plamo kits, paints, and tools, you're sure to find what you're looking for. And then you have their flat rate shipping across North America and private warehouse options. But wait, there's more. Take advantage of the discount code Gunpla Network for 10% off your entire order at checkout. Okay, so like I do in every kit review, here's a few pieces of lore about the Hazel Unit 2. As anybody who knows much about the Universal Century might tell you, the Hazel Unit 2 is even more of an ascended fanboy than the Hazel Custom. This particular model, with a high mobility tri-booster backpack, puts that notion on full display. They literally took a Jim Quell, they dubbed it Hazel Reserve Unit, and put the front end of a Gundam face on it. They did a couple of other little things here and there to like alter its shoulders and repaint its collar and stuff, but aside from that, like, the only other significant change is the backpack compared to its original Jim Quell configuration. It wouldn't be until later in the series that the Hazel Unit 2 would get big fancy legs like the Hazel Custom had, or some other trial hardware, and receive the designation Advanced Hazel, as will be seen on another member of the Titans test team in my collection later. So, articulation. What can I say about this kit's articulation? Well, the backpack has a fair range of motion to it. The little butterfly wings swivel individually and hinge up and down together, while the tail booster can go about 90 degrees. As I said in the unboxing video, this kit was engineered in 2006, so it uses ball joints in places like the hips and the neck. The Hazel is unlikely to get wider than a 90-degree spread in terms of doing the splits, and as you can see here, doesn't have a lot of range of motion in general. It can basically look cool and hold its beam saber or one of its rifles and a shield and begin to look like it's dynamic, but that being said, I mean, it can reach behind its head, so there's that. Oh, before I get into more of the review, if I can get an F in the comments, like I said, this machine is an ascended Jim Quell, and unfortunately, its original antenna decided it didn't like me very much while I was attempting to swap out parts. So the Jim Striker's antenna is pinch hitting for some of this footage. As far as extras go, well, it comes with a few. You get both the Hazel signature beam rifle and its 2 spare E-caps mounted on the hip skirts, as well as the Jim 90mm chambered long rifle, a short beam saber effect part with the singular beam saber, 2 right hands, and both a conventional round Jim tower shield that would be used post 1 year war, more or less, and the booster shield. And then you also get, for the top of the head, the Hazel and Jim Quell sensor suites, or head camera parts, whatever you want to call them. The build experience for this kit was, well, your mileage may vary. Personally, this is like the 4th or 5th Hazel I've put together, so aside from having more simplified Jim legs, it kind of felt like riding a bike to me. Being that's a high grade, it's not a difficult kit by any stretch if you take your time and use the right tools. And if my little antenna fiasco taught me anything, build the kit the way you want it to look the first time, so you don't risk snapping that little piece. As for posability, if you can take into account its limitations, it's not bad to play with. Now, I'm a huge Titans test team fan, so the family photo here for the shelf presence is going to certainly have some pizzazz. if it isn't the Queen Black Rabbit herself, Hazel II Ra. I did say the family photo was going to have some pizzazz, right? So in terms of shelf presence, I'll let you be the judge. While its color scheme is standard Titans deployment colors with the navy blue and all, it's got the tri-booster going for it, which, funny enough, doubles as a kickstand. But even beside its sister machine, the Hazel Ra, or Grandpa, or even the Woundwort, its dark silhouette does the job of grabbing attention. We're not going to talk about the Queen Bunny in the back chewing the scene. Her presence speaks for itself no matter where I put her. Final thoughts? For an MSRP of 1,500 yen, you really can't go wrong. It's got a dark, intimidating color scheme along with a pretty interesting silhouette, and it'll hold a pose for quite some time. The downside is you may find yourself stumbling across multiple pop culture references and falling down the Titans test team rabbit hole like I have. In which case, you'll find that one bunny is never enough, and things like the Primrose Escape Pod and Hrududu sets, not to mention the more recently released conversion parts, will only feed that beast temporarily. Both paint and stickers work well on this kit, minus the transparent marking stickers. I used paint for all the details, and I can't complain with the results. Definitely a must-have if you want to start your very own bunny-themed Gundam collection. Until next time, I'm Murdoch, and on behalf of the Gunpla Network, keep building.